I also will say that, don't you hate that when you start saying to something, you forget what you're gonna say? I was saying I also will say that, and then I didn't. I also will say that. I was definitely going somewhere. I forget where I was going. That's terrible. That's gonna bug me all stream. Hey everybody, let's start with that. Uh, hey everybody, Renegade 67 and or 8 here with Let's Play Stream. The Somnium Files, blind, some more of it. So last time we went into the dreams of this jerky jerk, and I had my first game over or whatever, but it's okay because we just sped through it again without being able to skip the cutscenes. Gosh, it's 2019, we can't skip the cutscenes. We also didn't get to talk to Iris. I thought we were gonna get to talk to Iris, but in fact, that seemed to be what they were building up to. That at the end of that Somnium adventure, we'd get to talk to Iris. The talk never really happened. Nailed it every time. It's like a tradition that I take the hat off at the start of my streams and I'm getting it right where I want it when I throw it aside. That was actually, without realizing it, that was relevant in my morning Mario stream because of the hat mechanic, but I didn't even put two and two together when I did it. Oh, that was the other thing that I was gonna say. Oh yeah, my intermission. Well, now I've started the video. This isn't really needed for the YouTube audience because I usually cut the intermissions out of YouTube, but maybe that's better anyways. That means you're not going to be missing as much the YouTube audience. But the intermission is kind of probably going to be dying. And see, I said that if I ever had anything I wanted to talk about in regards to the old game, like the older games, like the Zero Escapes, then I would do those in the intermissions. But so far, it's not felt like anything's really come to the surface that's made me go, ooh, I have to mention them. If it ever does come up, I can always just do a just chatting stream, I guess. But so far, it's not really, nothing's really tingled my tinglies. It's made me think of Ace Attorney more than anything. Anyways, Iris was in the Somnium earlier. As Date said,
Iris was in the Somnium earlier.
yeah! And she's also maybe dead or something in this pathway, which, that sucks. Because I like her. Of course, there's also this feeling of, oh, there's multiple pathways, so maybe that means she's just going to be okay in another pathway, which takes the sting off a bit, I won't deny. But at the same time, it feels, I am surprised. Like, I thought even if Iris was going to die in a pathway, I did not think it would be so soon. That does surprise me that it was this soon. She seems like she's on the cover of the game. She's one of the two main waifus, it seems, her and Aiba, and she just right off the bat, basically. I mean, I say right off the bat, I don't know. Depending, because if this game has a lot of pathways, then the actual narrative might not be that long. I don't know. We'll see. Iris was in the Somnium earlier. I felt like repeating for no reason.
Yes, we saw.
An unidentified figure tried to stab Iris to death.
Uh-huh. And are we really assuming that that's so? Oh, back to the so jokes. So, was it really? Okay.
And Date and Aiba.
What about Date and Aiba? You know, I made so many so jokes. I didn't actually make nearly this many Date jokes. I really could have. Like, oh, I'm gonna date Date, but it lost its luster really quickly. I'm sorry, So. You just have so much more of a joke-worthy name.
Who is that figure?
Indeed, who is the Purple Man? Gosh, MapHat's made so many theories about that, but every new game Scott Cawthon releases, it screws with the lore. Well, actually, new games that he's released have actually confirmed exactly who this Purple Man is. But, you know, my joke is funnier if you pretend that isn't true.
Probably So himself.
Oh, okay, geez, that really threw me, because you know how I went on a tangent, and then I went to the next line, and then I forgot that So was named So for a second, so when you said probably So himself, I missed the capital. I'm like, probably So himself? Wait, what? And then I'm like, oh, I get it, that's a name.
True, he could imagine himself in his Somnium that way.
Possibly. I don't believe it. I think he was just transporting the body or something. I think he is maybe being blackmailed by the real killer. Or, alternatively, he's purple because he doesn't know the real killer's identity. Like, maybe the real killer contacted him anonymously. Maybe he is working for the killer. Yeah, maybe even the killer is blackmailing him, but he doesn't actually know the killer's identity. Maybe.
Mr. Date's ego algorithm processed the figure into that particular image.
Indeed.
What are you people talking about?
Oh, do you not know? I feel like he has to be able to know. This feels like an invasion of privacy. I feel like if he's gonna do this, he should at least know what the heck is going on, like, that we're scouting inside his dreams. Feels like we're breaking some kind of law.
If you're quite done here, hurry up and release me.
Can we not use that as proof? That we saw, you know, Iris being killed? Can we not question him on that? That's part of the problem of, like, what legal grounds does this sinking even hold? I mean, I could see how this could be used for therapy's sake, like with Mizuki, but questioning a suspect might get us to answers, but is it legal answers that we can use in a court of law? Okay, what are your thoughts on this, Legs? I mean, Boobs. I mean, Boss. Can we get an arrest warrant for So? About the Somnium earlier. Did the crime scene investigation team report anything? Can we get an arrest warrant for So?
Are you kidding me?
I mean, based on what we saw in the dream?
You know that what we find in Somnium can't be submitted as evidence in court.
Okay, well, there's the answer. Okay. So it's even the frickin' point, then? To try to give us leads? Well, did they give us any leads? It's not like we can talk to Iris. I mean, we could have in the dream world. I thought that's what they were implying, but it never happened.
Besides, we don't even know for sure if that figure was So.
No, we don't. Even if we did, that wouldn't prove it, because it's a dream. He could have just... Maybe he really doesn't like Iris and thinks about himself killing Iris, and when he sees her dead, that comes to the forefront in his dream, but that doesn't prove he actually did it.
You said it was.
It's a theory.
I said that it's probably him.
I don't even know if I'd go with probably.
Excuse me?
Yes?
I'm right here. I can hear everything you're saying.
But do you understand all of it? What does Pewter have to say? Pewter City. How does syncing work? About the mysterious figure. What is the ego algorithm you mentioned? Hold on a second. I just got a weird thought. I'm gonna check something. Okay, we're good. Weird thought was my imagination. I just had to check because I was losing my mind a little bit. Anyways, how does syncing work? About the mysterious figure.
The subject of the sync remembers certain persons or objects that appear in Somnium.
Uh-huh.
But they might not have a clear form. Our dreams are sometimes vague or unclear, after all.
Indeed.
Even the subject of the dream themselves.
Mm-hmm. We didn't even really see him in his own dream. Then again, I mean, Date didn't really see himself in his own dream. I mean, and then Mizuki, she was barely in her own dream.
I told you earlier that the syncer experiences the dream from the perspective of an observer.
Yes.
That is why the person creating the dream can appear within it.
Okay. Not that they have yet.
But perhaps they do not have an objective view of themselves.
No. No, usually, I mean, usually people favor themselves. Everyone's the hero of their own story, after all. And generally, if they're the villain and they think of themselves as the villain, it's because they think that, you know, who gives a shit, the world is just fucked up or something. Or they just enjoy the pain of others. But a lot of people just all think of themselves as the hero of their own story.
Like a mirror or picture. Perhaps he's never watched himself on television.
True. He doesn't know how he doesn't know how dirty he sounds. It says in his profile, if memory serves. Also, that's right. There was files from last time we didn't look at. Oh yeah, the album. Day 3 So A. Interesting. Was there a So B? Because we know there's a Mizuki B. Was there a So B? There's a So B's. That's the name of a store thing. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's a Mizuki B because there's a route we definitely didn't go down there. However, wait, can this be used to... Ooh, I don't want to think too much about this. Nope. Actually, okay, I'll quickly look because I already went in there. Interesting. So we got her driving around in the thing and crashing it. Early pictures of So. Oh, we got some crazy pictures of Mr. Crazy Man. Oh, what's his name again? Ah, the Yakuza guy. He's not a crazy man, he's just got a crazy face. Oh, and then Rohan. Nice. Okay, I don't want to think too much about that album, actually. Because come to think of it, that could give away how many... I'm not going to look in that album for now. Now that I've actually thought about it, that could potentially reveal... Unless they might do, like, a subversion and have more than they actually show, but... Because, like, if we math for a quick second, and... Well, it says 27, right? So let's math for a quick second. Assuming everything has an A and B, that's 13 plus 1 for, what, a true ending? If we think of it that way. I don't know how true that is, and I don't want to think about too much about how true that is. But, I will say that, Mizuki had a B, and since it says so A, that implies there will be at least a so B. So B's. But there seem to be no branching in so's, unless we have unless the other idea is that there is a branch with so, but you only see it in a different timeline. Like we go through a sync with so differently in a different timeline that relays different results, which is why there is two, but it's not a branch. That's possible, I suppose. Yeah, I think I'm gonna avoid looking in the album for now, just to, yeah. Seems like there's a lot of day 2 possibilities. Either that, or we got one of the later day 3 possibilities. I don't want to think too much like this. I don't want to think in terms of interfacing. But, yeah. That's why I'm avoiding looking at the flowchart.
Rare for a politician.
What's rare for a politician? Never watched himself on television? Really? I mean,
But not unheard of.
Oh, I don't know politicians. Maybe they do tend to watch themselves. I'm not actually sure. How do politics work?
He lacks that objective picture of himself.
I think most people do lack an objective picture of themselves. People that say they have the objective picture of themselves are probably lying. Or even if they think they're telling the truth, they're wrong. That's it. They're not... They're wrong. Anyways, you're wrong! You're Phoenix wrong!
He remains stoic and unattached despite his position of power.
Okay.
I find that quite powerful.
Stoic and unattached despite his position of power. So despite his power, and you find power in the despiting of power. That feels like an oxymoron. I don't think I used that word correctly.
To be able to put your ego aside and see yourself as God sees you
What the fuck does God have to do with anything?
is an ability many charismatic people share.
Huh? Okay. Wouldn't more charismatic people actually be the ones that have more objective looks on themselves? Because if they're charismatic, that means they know generally how other people want to be treated. I'd assume. I guess there's different kinds of charismatic. But if you know how other people want to be treated, and you treat them that way, then that means you probably have an objective view of yourself, which means in general you're a good judge of character. And if you're a good judge of character, you probably have an objective view of yourself, because you're able to judge your own character. So wouldn't you be more of an objective person if you're a charismatic person? Let's just talk to So. Why did you call Shoko about Iris? You killed Iris, didn't you? Let's just nail him.
I didn't.
Proof?
Are you planning on acting dumb all night?
Who says he's acting? Badum Cheng.
How did you know Iris was stabbed?
I heard it.
You heard it?
What?
Okay, I think that's news. He is revealing that he's aware of it, then. Well, I mean, I guess because he has to, because we did, with the crime scene evidence, we proved he was there, and yada yada yada.
On my way to this place, I heard that woman over there talking.
Oh, really? Really? Can we get, like, a record of what everyone said? Oh, I was probably not here the whole time.
Something about a girl who got stabbed in the back.
Did you say that, boss? Is he talking about you? Boss, did you say that? Be honest. Or lie, if he's right. What?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, you.
I don't remember exactly what I said.
Don't say that. Lie. Lie. Come on, boss. You can lie, right? You gotta use every trick in the book to nail these jerks.
It's possible that I mentioned a body with stab wounds to the back.
Don't admit to it. Oh.
Boss.
I mean, unless you're sure that you did, don't say that. And why you look sly about it? As if you're winning the conversation. Ellipses.
It is impossible to determine now.
See, if Iba was here the whole time, we'd know, because she can record, like, the whole conversations and whatever. Darn. Rip.
He very well may not have seen Iris's body.
Maybe.
No. He still must have.
He was definitely doing something in there, and he still hasn't explained what he was doing in there, so...
He was in the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
But does that mean we can conclude for certain that he saw the corpse?
Well, we can conclude for... Curtain! That's not a joke, I'm sorry. Alright, fine, I don't like you anymore. Back to... did you really say that? Did the crime scene adventure team anything?
No, nothing yet. They arrived a while ago, but
But, demo, Shikashi.
that warehouse is owned by Okira Fishery.
That sounds like a fishy name.
I know. Iba, can you check to see if it's the Okayura we know?
Searching.
Okay, about the Somnium earlier.
I saw it on the monitor. Iba saving Iris as she was being stabbed.
Okay, but what does that matter? Like, we didn't get to talk to her, unless we did off screen.
Of course, since you and Iba are one and the same, it's like you saved her, Date.
Wait, what? Well, I mean, okay, sure. For a second, I thought you were saying, like, you and Iris are one and the same. I derped. What?
But that was just a dream. It's not real.
Uh-huh. So I don't know what we even accomplished from going in there. Like, what happened? What did we do? Did we find anything out? We saved imaginary Iris and didn't even talk to her. Is this gonna, like, maybe mess with, So's psyche and get him to admit something? Because if it is, hasn't happened yet. To be fair, the Mizuki thing also had a delayed effect.
Saving her in Somnium won't save her now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. Ellipses. Boss is standing there. How does psyching work about the mysterious figure? Yeah, whatever. Didn't I already ask you about... Nah, never mind. About Iris.
I've been telling you I don't know anything.
Oh, so you're stupid. You know nothing, huh? You at least know the words I have. You know how to conjunct them together to be I've been telling you. I do not. You know how to make don't know anything. That's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 words and an ellipses and a comma and blah. You know more than you let on, old man.
That's impossible. I saw Iris in your dream.
Yeah, but we can't use that as proof in the court of law. Blah, blah, blah.
You have to have some memory of her.
What are you talking about?
The fact that they don't even know about it seems very unethical. That's the word I was looking for. Ethics. Ethical. Like, yeah, we can't... It seems like an invasion of privacy. Yes, that's true, because of the ethics. I mean, yeah, we can't use it in the court of law, probably because of the ethics, but the fact that they don't even know what we're doing also seems unethical.
I don't understand a word of this.
I mean, it's complicated, and if we explained it to you, you'd probably think it was unethical, and like we broke some kind of law, and I'd probably agree. Why'd you call Shoko?
Come to think of it, I still haven't heard your explanation for this. 2 days ago, you called Shoko Nadami just after 9 p.m. Why?
That is a private matter that I will not discuss with you.
Now, who will you discuss it with? What is your alibi for Shoko's murder?
What were you doing at 5 p.m. 2 days ago?
Reading a book at home.
Reading? That sounds like a lamer thing to do. I might believe you if you said you were like playing video games or watching anime or jacking off to anime, but reading? Never! I mean, unless it was like an erotic light novel, then I might believe you.
You can ask my housekeeper or my bodyguards.
You could pay them all off.
They will confirm that for you.
That's not real confirmation.
That does match what the bodyguard said earlier.
Eh.
But they're like family to him.
I don't know if I'd go with family, but sure. They are his nakama!
They're not above telling a lie to protect their boss.
Yeah, family's the wrong word. The word is they get paid. That's more than one word. He looks tired. The medicine hasn't fully worn off yet. It makes him a bit dazed. So, can we, like, you know, while he's still in his dazed / drunken state, get him to say something he doesn't want to say? Color's draining from his face. Ah! Fine. Ego algorithm.
Imagine the human brain as being made up of 2 elements.
Which two? Which two are you going to single out? Air, earth, water, fire, huh? Huh? Which two are you going to leave in the dust and say suck? If I had to pick 2 elements that I like, probably earth and fire. Air and water are lame.
Memory and algorithmic structure.
Oh, those, of course, those elements. I missed that episode of Avatar.
The former is preferable because the latter can be problematic.
Huh? Memory and algorithmic... The former is preferable. Algorithmic structure. Right, that's... The latter can be problematic how? Because it involves math? I'm confused.
It can output things based on the inputs it is given.
I have no idea what that means. Outputs coming from inputs. Explain in simpler language, please.
To make this easier to understand, compare this to a computer.
Already did.
Memory is like your data stored on a hard disk.
Hard disk? I generally don't store memory on a hard disk. I mean, I have it in my PC, or maybe I'd, like, you know, put it on a flash drive. I guess, you know, I generally don't do that, so I think to me that's a bad analogy, but I guess, you know, people that use computers a lot.
The algorithm is the program.
Sure.
This program controls everything, from higher cognitive functions to primitive instinct. This program is what creates the phenomenon of consciousness.
Okay. So this links to the whole artificial intelligence thing? Again.
In short, it is your ego algorithm, what you call your mind.
Maybe I call it my brain, you know. Maybe I roll that way.
Recognition, cognition, consciousness.
Okay. Again.
All of these processes are incomprehensible without the ego algorithm.
Okay.
However, the Wadjet system is revolutionizing the way we think about consciousness.
Maybe the way you think, I think differently. I'm not a robot. I'm not Iba. Gosh.
The Wadjet system controls my core programming.
See, you're the robot. You're Iba. Gosh.
Using Wadjet, we could map the neural circuitry of the human brain.
Sounds grody.
And we discovered a specific circuit that is key to the phenomenon of consciousness.
Sounds super unethical. What kind of test did you have to do to make this happen?
However, we human beings are still unable to fully grasp it.
I mean, if you can fully grasp it, then you can do some dangerous stuffs.
It's far too complicated.
Really? Oh, even for you, Master Pewter? Wow. Maybe next time we should go to... I gotta look up, if I want to make competent jokes about this guy's name, what's this next town after Pewter where you get the Cascade badge? Cerulean! There we go. Maybe Cerulean could know. I finished the joke. I won.
But even if we don't understand it, we can still use it.
How are you gonna use it? I don't believe you.
You don't have to understand electromagnetism to use a microwave oven.
Is it thundering outside right now? I hear thunder in my house. Not in my house. It's not in my house, but... Oh, wow. Weird time of day for it. Speaking of electronics...
The Wadjet system is how we are able to extract the sinker's consciousness.
Okay.
That is what makes sinking possible.
Sure. Okay, mysterious figure.
he may not have a rational, objective assessment of himself. So, even if this figure is ambiguous,
It could be so.
So what? Oh, I didn't put my all into that joke.
indeed.
How does thinking work?
During a sync, the sinker's consciousness, or ego, is brought into the subject's somnium. They enter the subconscious mind, or more accurately, sink into it.
Okay. Wow, that thunder. Pewter, why are you doing that? You're the rock gym leader. You're not the electric. More Pokemon jokes.
At this time, the sinker's memories are left in their original body.
Okay, seems like a lot of techno jargon I'm not fully taking in. The sinker's consciousness or ego is brought into the subject's somnium. More accurately, sink into it. Oh, that's why it's called sinking. That's a funny joke. Sinker's memories are left in their original body. Sinker's memories are left in their... Wait, so I'm the sinker? Am I the sinker or are they the sinker? Are they the sinky? Who's being sunk? Sunk cost fallacy.
Picture an egg. The ego is the egg yolk that goes into the subject's brain.
That's funny because Lego my ego and egg is you could just one letter difference and you get ego yolk.
The sinker's memories are the whites which remain in the shell.
Okay.
The sinker, or rather the sinker as their pure ego, experiences the subject's somnium.
There's a lot of technobabble. Required technical babble, it seems, because I have no idea how else to progress. I mean, this is the kind of thing that if it was optional, it'd be a fun thing to dive into if you were interested, but... I mean, to me, right now, this is all going over my head, I think. Is there going to be a test later? Do I have to remember all this stuff? The whites.
But to be precise, it is not only ego.
What about the id and the superego?
When synced, a modicum of memory data does get sent into the subject's brain.
Okay.
Imagine separating an egg yolk from its whites. No matter how you try, some of the egg whites will always stick to the yolk.
Sure.
This is just like that.
Okay. A phone call? What? Who? When? Why? How?
Date, the investigation team is calling.
Oh, no one important then. Gosh, that technobabble. Like, what the what? I still don't fully get that. Okay.
This is Date from Abyss. What happened?
What's the what?
Hey, sorry to call you out of the blue.
Yeah, I get it, because you're wearing blue.
There's something we want to check. It's now a good time.
Never is a good time. Never. You can never call me. So go away. Hang up.
Sure, what is it?
Especially not now with the lightning outside. Oh, how about ever.
You said you found a body at Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. The one at Ariake? Warehouse District?
Yeah. Oh, did you not see it? Did you go to pick it up and it wasn't there, so she's secretly alive, or we were getting a vision of the future or something?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Why? What happened?
It's not there.
It's, not here.
Oh boy, what does this mean? Oh boy. Is it Body Snatchers? Is it not the real Mizuki? Is it not the real What's-Her-Face's mother? It's not the real Iris. That's her name, not What's-Her-Face?
What's not there?
We searched all over the warehouse. We didn't find any bodies.
Oh boy. Ellipses indeed. What does this mean? Ellipses. If my power randomly goes out and the stream gets abruptly cut off, it might be because of this thunder. Ugh. Hopefully not. Yeah? Warehouse? Sure.
What do you mean there's no body?
They probably mean there's nobody.
We looked everywhere,
I don't believe you.
but Nothing.
Don't you talk about my butt.
Date, I am not doubting you. However, are you sure?
What do you mean, am I sure? You saw it, right? Oh no, you were partially turned off. Did I see a ghost?
Yes, I'm sure.
And it seems like frickin' So knows about it. Unless that was Audrey melding with his again.
I saw it. I know I saw it. I saw Iris's body with my own right eye.
Yeah, yeah, you can't say your own two eyes.
Then perhaps someone moved the body. Between the time we left and CSI arrived.
Maybe. Ellipses indeed.
No, there's another possibility.
What's the possibility? She never died!
There is?
Where are you going, Date? Where are you going? What are you suspecting? You going to Iris's place? Sagan residence! Sangan house! And she's just there!
Date?
Iris!
What are you doing? Barging in without ringing the doorbell? Oh, you see, Mizuki ended up staying at my place. Something wrong?
The world changed.
Changed? What does he mean changed? Wait, are we saying day 4 Monday? The world changed. The world line? Like we're in a different timeline all of a sudden? Like we saved her in the dream? That's what it did? Saving her in the dream saved her in real life? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised with Kotaro, but are we going down that route? Are we going to be that trippy? Whoa, okay. Wait, okay. Let me try to figure this out. Okay, so let's do some thought processing here. So, assuming that we were on the world line where Iris died. World line, by the way, is a Steins Gate term. You'll probably hear me using it a few times. I like to refer to it instead of timelines. I feel it more smooth to call them world lines. So, assuming we were on the world line where Iris died, and then we went into his dream, and are we gonna have to prevent her death multiple times, maybe through dreams? Interesting. We went into his dream. So, what does that mean? We switched timelines while we were in the dream world. And then when we came out of the dream world, we were in a different... It says the memories stay behind in the host body. So, like, when we went into the dream world and came out, did we come out different on another end? Maybe. Maybe somehow the dream made us think that we, with our dream, made us think we were in a different world. And so when we came out, we were in a different world because we believed hard enough? Because of timelines? But then that means we're still in a timeline. So that means assuming we've jumped to a timeline where Iris never died. I was thinking more body doubles and fakes, but assuming we jumped to a timeline where Iris never died, then that means, but everything else played out the same? Like, So still went to the warehouse, yada, yada, yada? Why did So go to the warehouse? And there was no body. Because it's possible maybe it could have been a different body that So, or So went there for a reason completely irrelevant to the body. Or, what could it mean? Or if So isn't the killer, then whoever is the killer knows about this timey-wimey stuff and went out of their way to set it up so that So would go here in this timeline to make the possibility of the other timeline possible? Or something trippy like that? Cheese and crackers. We never had the date, though. What's Iris have to say about that? Maybe we never promised a date on this timeline.
Iba and I saved Iris during the sink yesterday.
Yeah? Do you remember the sink?
She wasn't killed.
Uh-huh.
True, but that was only a dream.
Are we sure, though?
Maybe the dream changed reality.
Funny that you're willing to accept that so easily. Probably because you still only have a body that's, you know, that only knows things from as far as 6 years back.
Impossible.
Then how else would you explain it?
Body doubles? You were seeing things? You're going senile?
Iris came back to life.
As always, we have to talk to ourselves. I'm in Iva's line of sight. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because Iva's over here. And more? That's such a boring talk to myself, though. Oh, lame. Okay, about Okura Fishery, about Renju. A dream changing reality?
It is absurd. Not possible. Dreams are figments of the imagination. An incident which took place entirely in your mind cannot have any bearing on the real world. That is preposterous.
But it wasn't entirely in my own mind. It was also in So's mind. Maybe that has relevance.
Consider it. If you were to find money in your dream, does your bank account balance go up in reality?
I mean, maybe not in a regular dream, but maybe the Somnium somehow makes it real?
If you were to be attacked by aliens in your dream, does a swarm of UFOs invade Earth?
Maybe in this game. Who knows? Have you tried?
But at the warehouse,
You must have been hallucinating.
That's one option.
Within Mizuki's Somnium, you saw Iris's frozen corpse. It is affecting your mental state.
I mean, if that's the case, then you're not helping by constantly giving me visions of a ghostly version of you in the real world. That could be causing also my mental state to deteriorate, possibly.
Last night, you were so fazed by it that you couldn't speak. If it bothers you to this degree, why not go talk to Iris?
Probably should, especially since she thought that she was going to die. What's her thoughts on that? Have they changed? Does she not think she's going to die anymore? Okay, about Renju, where is Iris now? What does Boss have to say? Dream changing reality?
Date and Iba saved Iris and Somnium,
I am Date. Why are you talking about me like I'm not here?
and that changed the history of the real world?
Maybe. Oh, what, are you believing it might be true?
Well, I guess it's not impossible.
I love that! I love that you're willing to accept that it's possible. Oh, you're great, boss. You're great.
That isn't what you said yesterday.
That was then, this is now.
Has something changed between then and now, or do you just trust Date? That sounds... I like that. The idea that you just trust Date that much. It could be some other thing, but...
A woman's mind changes with the phases of the moon, you know?
That's a moon fades day night, cause night moon. I'm sorry, night moon. What?
No, it doesn't.
I reached for a joke and I found the closest one I could find.
Anyway, I believe in Date.
Hey, there you go. She believes that's what I thought. Yay, woo. Also, no, it doesn't. How'd you know? You're not a real woman. You're just a robot.
I trust him more than anyone else in Abyss.
It's a lot of faith. Do you trust my thing down there? If you know. Okay. About so.
Congressman Sajima is suspicious in more ways than one.
Uh-huh.
Exhibit A. 3 days ago, So called Shoko Nadami's phone.
Sure.
We still don't know exactly why.
Well, maybe I know why. I don't know why.
He only told us it was meant to be private. Exhibit B. So Sajima was at Okiura Fishery Warehouse last night.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't inform us of this.
Yeah, that is sketchy. Even in this world line, assumingly we've jumped world lines, even in this world line, he still did that. Even though Iris didn't die. That's fishy. Yeah, fishy! Oh, more puns!
There must be something he doesn't want us knowing.
That's for sure.
Exhibit C. So was in Iris's Somnium.
You typoed your voice! They did a voice typo! There's a few of these in this game. Ooh. Iris was in So's Somnium. That is the correct line. Say that again?
So was in Iris's Somnium.
Nice! I love voice typos.
Dreams are constructed from memories. Yet the good congressman denies he ever knew Iris.
And, let's see, where's So now? Where is So now?
I sent him home yesterday.
Damn it, he got to go home, the farker.
You released him?
What was I supposed to do?
Freaking show him your cleavage, get him to stay. Say that you sleep with him. Sorry, I mean, I'm sorry, I lost my mind. I lost my cool. I know that you're supposed to sleep with me.
We can't hold him without solid proof. What we saw with Iris hasn't happened yet.
In this world line.
In any case, we have to speak with him again.
True. Prophetic dreams.
Stranger things have been known to happen.
Duh! That's the name of a Netflix show.
2 days ago, Date found Iris's frozen corpse in Mizuki's Somnium.
Uh-huh, and yesterday I found it for real. Possibly.
It must have been a prophecy.
Maybe. Why in Mizuki's dream, though? Was that related to me, or Mizuki, or somewhere in between? Or is Iris just infected into dreams in general? Because she seems to be relevant in all of them. Like, her house was displayed in my first dream with myself, and she was in the Mizuki dream, then in the So dream. I mean, the So dream is the only one where it seems particularly relevant to So.
Boss.
There's a lot of stuff in this world that can't be explained by science.
Some people would debate you on that. Boss's knack for change is one of her good qualities. Oh, so you wouldn't mind the new Twitch UI. Ooh. Not having beliefs is what she believes in. Wow. That's good. It's good to have an open mind. It's good to not just, you know, assume automatically things like that aren't possible. Even though if something like that happened in real life, I would be like, no, that's bullshit. But because it's a video game. That's how she established herself as a major player in the police department. Because she believed what she wanted to. Boss is sitting on the desk. Alright, back to Iva. No, not the desk. There are stickers all over the front. Oh, obligatory Mario check. Boss's friend Mario.
If only money rained down from the sky.
If only, Mario. If only. Oh, again? Oh, it's gonna be nothing. Gosh, why did they even make me do it if it's gonna be nothing? Where's Iris now? About Renju, about Okiura Fishery. Where's Iris now?
Her cell phone is on.
Oh, is it? Is it today? And she still mad about the date? Or did we never ask her on a date in this world line?
I can trace her via GPS. She is currently somewhere in the Lemniscape building.
Why was that Date's first assumption? Back when they went and you know, it's like, I'm sure I saw her dead. And then I was like, well, maybe the body was, you know, moved or something. And he's like, there's one other possibility. And he immediately he ran over to check to see if Iris was alive. As if something was already telling him that it was true. As if he's got some kind of metachlorian count that's alerting him to the goings-on in the different world lines. Maybe. Maybe is it related to the 6 years ago memory thing? Maybe it's related to having one eye. Maybe having one eye lets you be like a time traveler, world jumper, something. Somehow. And that's why maybe somebody is killing people with one eye. And they're like alive in other timelines. Maybe they're killing them to set them... I don't know. Theories. Renju.
Mizuki went to Bloom Park 3 nights ago.
So Renju, is he still in the hospital? Or no, he got out. We don't even know where he went, right?
She was prompted by a Nile message from Renju.
Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious. Wait. You see, when did we learn that? When did we learn that? I don't remember ever learning that. I remember learning that when he first brought it up to Mizuki. That's when I remember learning it. Please come to Bloom's Park merry-go-round right away.
There are 3 possibilities.
Maybe we're supposed to learn that in another timeline.
1. Renju killed Shoko, or was an accessory to the murder.
Okay.
2. Renju was threatened or blackmailed into luring Mizuki to the scene.
Uh-huh.
3. The culprit used Renju's phone to send the Nile message.
Or maybe they hacked into their phone. Well, that would still be using the phone, I guess.
In any case, the motive is still unknown.
Whose motive? Renju's or the killer's?
We need to talk to Renju.
Indeed.
Renju, where did you go?
Where in the goddamn world is... Wow, look at how that petered out. Or listen to it, rather. Where's Renju?
You asked Mama at Marble for information regarding Renju Okiura, correct?
Indeed I did. Oh, that mama. She is mama.
It is possible she may have something for you by now.
Okay. I asked Mama for information too. Yeah, Moma and Mama. I had to promise him a meeting with Iris, which good thing that she's alive again. Well, we can wait for now.
We can talk to Iris's mom as well.
Yes, Moma, Mama, and Mom.
She was Renju's classmate, right? Iba told me about her.
Mm-hmm. Fishery?
I have done some research.
What has it yielded?
As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras.
Alright.
The same Okiuras we know.
Alright.
Renju's father created the company.
Created? Ooh, so it's not too old then. It's pretty recent, relatively speaking.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually.
What?
Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju.
Oh, that surprises me.
The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died.
Managed by office representatives after Renju's father died 17 years ago. Hold on. How old is Renju? How old is Renju? 37. He was 20. That's pretty young to lose a parent. Interesting. Okay. And he never cared to get control back? There's some mystery going on?
Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management.
Okay.
In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
Completely other persons. And it's not like there's any siblings or anything? And not even a single share? Oh, okay. But it still bears his name. I mean, not technically his name, but it's also his name.
But it can't be a coincidence.
Wait, so you're willing to believe that, you know, we could be in an alternate world line, but you're not willing to believe that that's a coincidence?
It certainly is suspicious.
Again.
I would suggest searching the warehouse again.
Oh, like how I just said the word again? Again?
You may be able to discover why Iris was resurrected.
You believe me! Yay! For now. Summarize.
There are 4 people I should talk to.
Okay, can we do them in any order?
Sosajima, Iris and Hitomi Sagan, and Mama.
Not Moma? Mama? Ooh, new joke. New joke alert. New joke alert. And I'm just getting over the So one, too.
And I need to check the warehouse one more time.
We have many avenues of investigation.
Let's get moving.
Ooh, 5 options. Wowie, wow. So there's the Sajima residence. That guy's a perk. I'm gonna ignore him for now. Marble with Mama. Sagan residence. Lemniscate. Cold storage warehouse. Let's start at the bottom. Let's go bottom up. Cold storage. With Iba in my left eye socket, I walked into the cold storage warehouse. Alright. I could see my breath. I looked around shivering. Nothing seemed changed from last night, though. Okay, so we've got switchboard, forklift A. Forklift, like from the dream!
A forklift.
Does that make you nostalgic?
It doesn't seem like it's in use. It was likely just left here.
Not just right here? Because the one on the right is on the right? A forklift. The tires of the forklift and the ground they're on are clearly frozen. I'd make a Frozen Today joke, but I'm sure I've made that recently in one of my recent streams. That might have been Fate's Day Night, though, so I might be able to do it again. Can I double dip? Well, I've already talked about it. Oh, it was frozen. Okay.
A forklift. Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Isn't it the exact same thing? Did you say anything different? Then why did you even bother making them both green? Workbench?
You first arrived here yesterday at 9 p.m. At that time, lying on this workbench was...
Iris's dead body, covered with a white cloth.
But the second time...
The corpse was gone.
And so was the white cloth. That's the biggest mystery of all.
It was 11:25 p.m.
So that's 2 hours and 25 minutes difference. Interesting. Is that relevant at all, the time difference?
But the body could not have simply vanished.
No, because she came back to life.
Crime scene investigation was here before 11:25 p.m.
How much before? How much earlier?
When did they arrive?
According to the report, 10:30 p.m.
That's an hour and a half difference. They arrived at 10:30. When was my Somnium? When did we do the Somnium dive? Assuming that's when we switched world lines.
After we finished sinking with So.
Right afterwards? That's a bit convenient.
It took them an hour and a half to get here?
Correct.
Why?
Why did it take them so long?
Yeah. Ellipses? You don't know? Is it private? Ellipses?
Unknown.
Interesting. Were they held up? Maybe they were held up on purpose because if they found Iris dead, that would have confirmed her death. Maybe the world is Kaname's oyster and things he knows are malleable. It's only when other people know things that they become fact. So when Aiba was disconnected from me for a bit, the world became open, like Schrodinger's penis.
The report does not specify.
Schrodinger's eyeball. Why can't I just say Schrodinger's eyeball? Why do I have to always make it dirty? I mean, an eyeball out of its socket can be pretty gross.
Perhaps a result of outside influence.
Indeed.
Outside influence?
At least it's not as dirty as inside influence. Workbench.
In any case, there is nothing of note about the bench.
And there are no notes on the bench?
Examining it will not reveal any further information.
Well, thanks, Captain Aiba. Vius. Captain Ibvius. It's a workbench. There's nothing on it. Okay, switchboard.
A switchboard.
Oh, this is also was reflected in the dream.
Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Switchboard installed in the back of the warehouse. Can we play a crane game? Can we go fishing for some loot boxes?
The crane on the ceiling. Nothing has changed.
Okay. Shelves. Cardboard box. Metal Gear Solid time? It's a cardboard box on the floor. There's nothing in it. Okay, shelves.
There are only a few items on the shelf.
Alright.
It is likely that this warehouse isn't in regular use.
So what is in regular use in this warehouse? What is interesting? And this is this different box?
It's a wooden box.
But it's different.
There is nothing inside.
But you let me examine it separately from this box. Oh, cardboard box. Just box. Wow, that makes all the difference in the world. Except it apparently doesn't. An empty wooden box on the shelf. That's some good water. Oh, when you freeze water, you get coldness, which are cold right now, which makes the words that just came out of my mouth relevant. Ice cutting machine.
That machine is used to cut ice.
Okay.
Do they store ice here?
Maybe. Ice cutting machine. What's left to examine? Oh, shelves, boxes over here. This looks more suspicious.
There are numerous cardboard boxes on the shelves.
Still cardboard, though?
There is nothing abnormal about them.
Why is everything so normal? Give me some abs. Give me some ibs on the... Oh, we searched the warehouse again, but we didn't find anything useful. Oh, shit.
Nothing.
Oh, okay. That was the point. Okay.
But finding nothing may, in fact, be something.
I agree, but what are you getting at?
What do you mean?
I was just thinking out loud.
Oh, don't do that. I thought you had a point. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I thought you were going somewhere with that. Ellipses.
Let's get going. Date, your temperature is dropping.
Why's that?
At this rate, they might find your body in here.
That'd be bad. So we're done here, huh? Alright. So what was the point of going there? Nothing was uncovered. Did that change history by going there first? Alright, I gotta check out Lemonsky. I gotta see Iris. Top down, right? Are we gonna continue going top down? Maybe. Oh, Iris. Tesla.
I am so aggro right now.
Aggro? What's biting your beef, Iris?
Who says that?
She just did.
Why are you angry?
You backed out on your Shovel Forge promise.
He never said Shovel Forge, he said date.
I didn't make any promises.
You promised me a date, though.
And you didn't do that either.
I did go to your house.
But you were dead.
2 minutes before midnight,
Well, no, I went earlier and you weren't there.
and you didn't even take me anywhere.
Okay, fine, we'll do it now then.
Yeah, because we only had 2 minutes.
But you're the one who came 2 minutes. Okay, from her perspective.
We could have gone somewhere.
You could have left the house for 2 minutes.
Iturup, Kunashir, Shikotan, Habomai?
That's a lot of random Japanese places.
Absolutely not.
Why? What are those? Should I have any inclination as to what any of those are?
Then you should have come earlier.
He did! You weren't there!
Well,
You were dead! Are we gonna talk about this? I like this song. This is Iris' song, right? Kinda? Or is this just the building song? I guess that could also be possible. The big-breasted lady is here. I want to know your measurements. I want to know where Renju is. What's your type? Can I have your contact information? I want to know your resumes.
I'm 5'4".
Wrong measurements.
That is clearly not what you meant.
Can I have your contact information?
Why?
X?
well, because it may lead to something in the future.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I think that was pretty smooth, Date.
Date, we're on an investigation.
So, we can always do it later, right?
Just let me have this.
Right in front of Iris, though, Date. Come on. Keep going.
That's enough.
No! No, you let me ask again, so I'm gonna ask again.
I'll come right out of your eye socket if you don't stop.
No, don't do that.
I'm serious.
Then do it!
I'm going to pop out.
Okay. Bring it on! Gah! Aiba flew out of my left eye and started dancing on the desk. The receptionist immediately fainted. Iris saw the whole thing and also fainted. What, has Iris not seen Aiba doing her thing yet? And so my story ended. What? The end. What? Huh? But I couldn't let that happen, so I decided not to ask her for information. Oh my god! Does that count as one of the endings? Can that count as an official ending, please? Please? Achievement unlocked. Ah! Ooh. What's your type?
Well, I like guys that like New Guinea fruit bats and yellow spotted neck turtles.
That's fucking hot. I mean, the way you said that, I mean, I honestly don't really care for either of those things, but you said it in a hot way.
I cannot even picture that.
That's funny. I want to know where Renju is.
I want to too.
Oh, you have a crush on him?
We've been looking for him. We've been getting so many calls, it's hard to keep up with.
Are any of them legit? I guess not. There's a receptionist sitting behind the desk. Oh, you didn't say boobs. Oh, the joke. There's no joke. Alright. Hold on. TV? The TV's not playing anything. Oh, blank monitor. It's a monitor. Nothing's displayed on it. Oh, this monitor, though. Wait, monitor. Professional videos the agency's talent are playing.
It's Shinsen Chatran.
What? Okay.
Who is that?
I'm trying to see if the same... Is it different images or is it the same stuff? I'm trying to see if I'm going to see the same one, the Zero Escape poster. Maybe. It might come up. Hold on. Hold on. There it is! Okay, it's still there. Okay. Who is what? Shinsen Tran's video. Shinsen Chatran. Sure. Where's Renju? I saw your body. It's Monday, no school. Why was your phone off yesterday? Why was your phone off yesterday?
I know you were mad about our date, but why was your phone off?
Ellipses.
I couldn't get a hold of you.
Yeah, so it's your fault we didn't have our date. Yeah? Yeah? Because you were dead. I be dead, people? About the late night visitor.
Last night around 2 a.m., someone visited you. Who was it?
Ellipses.
And you left the house as well. Where did you go?
You really want to know?
Yeah, were you dating some other guy?
Yes.
And you'd do anything for the answer.
Yes, Iris, whatever. I'll give you the date that we promised and an extra date. Sure.
Yes.
All right then. Shovel Forge.
Oh, damn. Okay.
No.
You can't just say no after saying yes.
Then go on a date with me.
Both. We'll do both.
Again, no.
But you already said you would and you didn't. So now you're doing worse. You're doing the reverse promise. Even though you said yes. You seem shady, Date. I get it. She's too young, but like you can just do a play date.
But you owe me for yesterday.
She's right.
I told you I couldn't get a hold of you.
That's true.
Objection.
What?
Even if you did get a hold of me, you didn't want to see me anyway, right?
You can't prove that. I would have wanted to. Ellipses.
Until you fulfill your promise, I won't tell you anything.
It's Monday, no school?
It is Monday,
But?
but it's a holiday.
Okay, so are we gonna date today?
No school today? Duh.
Yeah, well, people in the workforce generally don't keep up with the holidays of schools because they usually have to work on those days anyways. I mean,
Oh, right. It's a holiday.
Oh, wait, unless it's an actual holiday, in which case the police force will usually have to work on holidays regardless, but depends.
Did you forget too?
What holiday? How would I forget?
That's why I'm at Lemniscate today.
Okay.
We're going to do a recording session for a show soon.
So not Shovel Forge, though. Unless it's like a live-action Shovel Forge, live-action Minecraft, let's go. Who plays Steve? I want to put the Saw Your Body thing off as long as possible. Where's Renju?
What about him?
I saw him dead yesterday, stabbed. I mean... I don't need to hide it. I mean, I can hide the part about seeing her dead, but I don't have to hide this part. Told her about Renju's disappearance and how he got into an accident first.
A traffic accident?
Indeed.
I'm worried.
Mm-hmm.
Any idea where he could have gone?
I'm wondering, in this timeline, with the whole Mizuki staying over at Iris's place, did Mizuki ever, was she ever hanging out with Hitomi? Did we even go into Mizuki's Somnium in this timeline? Crazy things to think about. What could be different in the past? Ooh.
I'm sorry, no.
Alright, Nah, let's just not talk about so. I saw your butt. Yeah, no, you know what? Let's talk. Let's look. Iris is looking at me. Okay. Do you know So Sejima the politician?
I've seen him on TV.
Oh, so you watch the politic news.
Ever met him?
What? How great are his speeches? How great is he promising to make the country again? With him and his hand waving of, oh yes, and then I'm gonna wait for it, and then I'm gonna be like, bow, yeah, bow,
No.
Not at all.
No, not at all.
Interesting. I saw your body.
Iris, promise you won't laugh, but
I saw you naked, but you were also dead.
I saw something at the cold storage warehouse last night.
I don't think she'll laugh. She'll probably freak out given her earlier reaction, assuming that reaction is the same in this timeline.
What?
Your dead body.
How are you gonna react to that? Ellipses? That sounds like a nervous laugh. It at least started as a nervous laugh.
I told you not to laugh.
I see you stretching your boobs over there. Don't try to lie. Anyways, what?
But... Come on, Date. I'm alive. I'm right here.
In this timeline.
Look, I can jump around. Woohoo!
Prove it to me by making out right now. That's the only proof I'll accept.
Stop, I'm serious.
Oh, okay, I guess we're being serious. I mean, that would be serious.
In my
proof.
dream, I saved you from being killed.
Uh-huh.
And here you are. Which is why I was like that when I went to your house yesterday.
Do you believe it? Do you also see dead people? Ellipses?
Sorry, there's no point in telling you all this.
No, it's fine.
Do you believe me?
Sorry for laughing. I just didn't know what was up with you.
Well, now you know. So what's up with you?
Huh?
Arede?
I believe you, Date.
Really? Do you believe me just because you're believing in me like boss? Or do you believe me because you know?
Maybe you were in a parallel world or something.
That's what I think.
Another bizarre explanation.
Isn't that exactly what boss was... I mean, isn't that what we've been explaining so far? Summarize for me. Oh, already? Okay.
So, what are we doing?
So I thought I was getting the summarization from Iva.
What do you mean?
Well, we got a date, right? So...
For our date, of course.
What do you want to do? Don't go on a date. Are you fucking... No way. You give me this choice? Obviously. Don't you ellipses me, Date. Don't you ellipses me. Ellipses?
Fine.
Yes! That was probably a big choice, I bet. Maybe. Or maybe if you said no, she would pout and you'd have to say yes. I'd like to think it was a big choice.
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, getting jealous?
Yay! So you'll play Shovel Forge with me?
I thought we were doing a date, not Shovel Forge. Why do you keep trying to force the Shovel Forge?
I will not.
So we'll go on a date then.
Yeah, that's what he just said.
Yes.
Deal.
Are you trying to put the Shovel Forge card to try to like ante up? Like that's the tactic that, you know, dealers do. What you know, when people are trading money, they'll be like, I'll offer you this much for it. And then they always cut the price down. You know they cut the price down, so you're putting up something that you don't expect him to accept, so he lowers the price so that you... Yeah.
And you have to honor our agreement this time.
Okay, maybe I'll even honor it twice.
I can't believe it.
Believe it, baby.
Oh, but we can't go right away.
Oh, of course, it's always the women who have to what?
I have a recording coming up.
No, that's fair. You do have a thing to do. And to be fair, we probably should have done it yesterday, but you were busy dead, and then I was busy investigating your corpse, and then you were alive again, but it was a bit too late. So to be fair, I mean, we both have issues in this relationship.
I should be done by 3, though.
In real life, I am recording this / streaming it at about 3, about 10 minutes after. So, weird. I mean, it's already 10 minutes after, so let's just go now. It's already done. Recording's over.
Tessa, we're starting soon.
Got it! So, Date, meet me back here at 3?
Am I able to keep track of the time in this game?
If you ditch me, I will be beyond furious.
I won't ditch you so long as you don't die again.
Anyway, bye for now. Peace!
Peace! Iris smiled and strolled over the studio.
There is no point remaining here.
There's 2 giant points. I mean, breasts.
Let's get moving.
Alright, fine. Marble, Sagan residence. Fine. We're just gonna go top down. I mean, reverse that. The reverse of what I just said. The Sangan residence again. We meet once more.
I apologize for yesterday.
For what? For not being there when your daughter left and potentially could have died? Oh, you probably brought Mizuki over, which is why you were there. But you still weren't there for like at least a whole night. Anyways.
I arrived uninvited.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm grateful.
I'm not. I think she's sketchy as fuck.
Thanks to you, Mizuki has her voice back.
Is that still true in this timeline?
No, I didn't do anything.
Is that literally true in this timeline? Tea. Steam is rising from the tea. Workbooks. There are some elementary workbooks on the table. But looking closely, one in the middle is different. How to handle a monster parent. Wait, how to handle a monster parent? Oh, is that from, like, Iris in regards to her father? And a self-help book on the table. Okay. Anything of interest? How's that iris plant doing? Blooming winter iris. It's supposed to be a sign of good news and hope. Hopefully Iris keeps living. About Iris, where's Renju? Do you have the day off? About Iris. Maybe I'll date the mom and the daughter on the same day. About Iris.
I've put Iris through so much.
Yeah.
I was 19 and single when she was born.
Uh-huh.
People didn't take kindly to that.
Uh-huh.
But Iris was such a fighter. She always protected me.
And what about you protecting her? You know, as the parent in the relationship.
I remember, one time at the nursery, some of the other mothers were talking about me.
The nursery? How old would she be if they're in this situation?
Iris ran up to them and said, "Don't talk about my mommy."
Okay, so what, like 2 or 3 or 4? Don't talk about my mommy at all? Not don't say bad things? Maybe you do want to talk a little bit about the mommy.
I'm supposed to be the mother, but it's Iris who's always protecting me.
You do seem a little dainty by comparison. She seems a bit more hard-strung, possibly because she's had to go her whole life without a father. And with you as a bit of a, you know, sweetheart, she maybe had to toughen up a little bit. What about your parents? Do you have the day off? Where's Renju?
You asked me that yesterday.
What the heck, game? That's okay. I mean, there are small mistakes, and then there's text. Did something happen to him? Voice.
You asked me that yesterday. You asked me that yesterday.
How does a mistake like that happen? Patch, when? There's no point hiding it. I told her about Renju's disappearance.
Right from the hospital?
You asked me that yesterday. Are you kidding me? Oh, I don't know the last time I've ever seen a big, like, voice typo that big. I remember running into a couple voice typos in Danganronpa 3, but nothing that large.
I'm sorry. I have no idea.
You have the day off. What about your parents?
They died when I was 17.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
I was an orphan, and my relatives lived far away.
Huh. But I assume you had both of them until you were 17?
They might have taken me in, but I was already in my second to last year of high school.
So you were on your own?
It wasn't a good idea for me to move that late.
Also, wasn't a very good idea for you to have a baby at that stage in your life, but you're not thinking of very good ideas in such a state of mind, I guess.
So I decided to stay here. By myself.
And take care of Iris.
Yes. All alone. But Renju would help sometimes.
About Iris.
It was always just me and her. Vacations, barbecues, zoos, amusement parks. Just me and her.
Amusement parks. Did you ever get one of those signs where it's like, you're not tall enough to ride this, fuck off? Gosh.
Oh, that reminds me.
Of what?
When Iris was 5, there was a children's theater show in Bloom Park.
Children's theater. Interesting. Did she partake? I could definitely see her as someone partaking.
It was called Milky Moon. It was about girls as magical space rangers and such.
Milky Moon, magical space rangers, fighting evil by daylight, living up by night, never running from the right lyrics. I never watched Sailor Moon.
She loved singing and dancing, even as a kid.
That's cute to imagine.
Whenever she heard music, her body would start moving. It was a quirk of hers.
I can see that.
And she did it at the show, too.
And she won the hearts of everyone in the crowd, especially the pitifools.
Toward the end, when all the Milky Moon girls were dancing to the ending song.
Which you didn't skip? There wasn't an option to just skip it, like in all the Netflix... Okay, triggered, by the way. You know, I know people are like, skip the intros and endings. But, like, I hate that they force it on you. And there's no option. Maybe I'm stupid. I don't... As far as I'm aware, there's no setting to turn that off, where it tries to auto-skip to the next episode. Like, what if I like the ending credits? Can you just give me an option to turn that off? No, of course they can't, because they want you to go to the next episode immediately. They don't want you to stop watching after just one episode. But I'm the kind of person who generally watches one episode at a time. Even if I do watch multiple episodes, like, in a session of me watching anime, it won't be, like, the same show. I'll, like, watch one episode of something, watch one episode of something else. I generally don't like watching multiple in a row. Because I like to take the time to let something sit with my brain and be like, what do I think about this plot and this part of the plot? And if I just watch multiple episodes back to back, it doesn't give time to sink into my brain. Now, I don't like taking full weeks off. I don't like watching shows week to week, but I like watching, like, an episode every day or two, or 2 episodes a day at most, but usually.
Iris climbed up onto the stage and danced with them.
Oh, so she wasn't one of them. I misunderstood everything, but okay.
I tried to stop her, of course. I grabbed her arm and tried to get her to sit, but...
Unfortunately, sit boy doesn't work on the girls. What?
Before I knew it, she was up there, dancing. And everyone was so excited.
Sounds fun.
Even I was dancing by the end of it.
And you would have been, what, like 22 at the time-ish? No, 24? Does sound cute.
When it was over, she had the biggest smile on her face.
Date, are you crushing on Iris's mom when it looks like Iris might be crushing on you? Because that's weird. It looks like from the way you're reacting, you might be. Don't do it. That's weird. I mean, arguably she's closer to your age, but still, it's too weird.
Mama, you're a good dancer. That's the kind of girl she was.
About Iris again.
Whenever she sees someone playing music on the street, she'll run up and join them, right then and there.
There's a little bit of her dancing.
Music at the train station, the crosswalk beeping.
There's a lot of subway stations where there'll just be people playing songs and hoping for, you know, some quick bucks. I mean, does she throw in any bucks, or does she just try to join along with them? Maybe they'd be okay. Maybe, assuming she's good, they might like the free publicity, but...
Even at convenience stores, when their little chime played, she would start dancing.
Convenience stores? What little charm? Like, which part of the charm? Because I know a lot of convenience stores will, like, play a song most of the time in there. But like charm, I guess you mean like their jingle, like every day's great at your Juness, that kind of thing.
It almost got her into trouble once. She was on the jungle gym and a truck drove by.
Oh no. Let me guess, there's another timeline where it did get her into trouble. Did I save her from that timeline too?
It was playing loud music out the windows. She climbed up to the top and started dancing.
Top of the jungle gym?
But she lost her balance and fell. She fractured her leg pretty badly.
Ooh.
It was on a Sunday, and it was hard to find an open emergency care.
Ooh.
I was carrying her on my back, running and running through town. I could still hear her crying. Will I still be able to dance, Mommy? Can I still dance?
That's, pretty sad. Well, guess what? Mission accomplished, Iris. You can still dance. It's good that I already know the end of the story. I don't have to be in suspense.
She cried and cried into my shoulder. It was the only time she ever cried so much.
That's FOMO right there, fear of missing out. Although not used the way people would normally use it. Fear of missing out on, you know, because you want to be able to talk with things about other people. Where she's fear of missing out on dancing. So it's not actually, I'm not actually using that the way most people use it. But it's not incorrect, really. Fear of missing out. She was fear of missing out on dancing. So you could argue... Anyways.
No, that's not true. There was one other time.
When you were shot? What was the other time? When you were shot? Ellipses. Ellipses.
6 years ago, I was the victim of a shooting.
Yep. You were shot!
After the surgery, Iris came in running. And she was sobbing.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy, don't die! Don't die!
Yeah, that looks like the right age.
Please don't die, Mommy! Don't die!
That's the same age from what she looked like when
I swore
Date's
to myself then.
flashback, when he had his little image and he saw Iris in his flashbacky little scene. She looked about that big. That's got to be relevant. I don't know if it all happened at the exact same time, but almost certainly the same year.
I would protect her, no matter what.
Oh, you'd start being her guardian now. All right. Oh, that was 6 years ago, actually. Interesting. I wonder if that's related to my memory loss, that incident. I wouldn't be surprised, given that it seems to be at the forefront of my dreams, given that Day One's dream was Date's dream. Ellipses.
Iris is everything to me.
Mm-hmm.
More important than my own life.
Oh, don't say things like that. I mean, I guess a parent's bound to say that. I guess we have to ask her about this. Okay, I didn't want to be weird because I thought that was like me asking her on a date sort of thing, like slyly, but...
Yes, today's a holiday.
Yeah, what holiday is it? So, like, I can maybe file a thing at my work so I can get the day off too? No, can't get a day off murder. Murderers don't take the day off.
Iris isn't in school. She went to Lemniscate.
So what are you doing? What do you normally do? Oh, right, you're a teacher. Right. So, of course, at the school, if it's a PA day. So, okay, yeah. Sometimes, you know, works and stuff will get holidays off. But if you go to a school, you'll even get the PA days off because, you know, you can't teach during the PA day. I mean, sometimes, depends. There are some events where they'll go to the school when the children aren't. But I think some of them they don't. It depends.
Yeah, I saw her earlier.
We're going on a date, but I shouldn't tell you that. That's inappropriate.
Is that so?
Yep.
Iris must really enjoy dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though her drawing skills could use some work.
You take that back. She's a beautiful at every art form that she applies herself.
Drawing skills?
Look at the drawing on the wall.
I've seen it. Also, who knows how old she was when she did that?
I've been wondering about that picture.
I wasn't, but okay. Oh, is that her theoretical father?
Iris drew it when she was 12.
12. Fucking 6 years ago, of course.
That's you on the left and Iris in the middle, correct?
Yes,
And who's on the right?
the man I was dating at the time.
Oh, then she wanted that to be... Can you be my sugar daddy?
It was only for 3 months, but
Is that the guy who shot you?
I met him about 6 years ago. Have you been to the Ikume Shrine in the Minato district?
No, but I feel like I should be now.
I was praying there one day, and I heard a voice. Well, more like a groan.
A groan?
Behind the shrine, I saw a man sitting on the ground.
Sitting?
He was bleeding badly from his stomach.
Ooh.
I took out my phone to call an ambulance, but
He said no need. I'm a Yakuza, I'll be fine. I've had tougher than this.
he grabbed my wrist, and he held me, and then he kissed me.
But he was still bleeding? Kinky? Foreplay?
I was shocked, but when I stared into his eyes,
Ellipses.
then I heard footsteps,
Okay.
and then a bunch of men yelling.
Yakuza?
They were looking for him.
Yakuza, Yakuza, Yakuza. Yakuza infighting.
When the voices and footsteps faded, he let me go.
Okay.
Don't call an ambulance, and don't call the cops.
Sounds like Yakuza.
I knew he had to be a criminal, so I took him to an underground clinic I knew.
Excuse me? The hoity-toity Hitomi knows about underground clinics? What underground clinic is this, and why do you know about it?
You took him to a mob doctor?
Renju's friend. I only met him once.
Renju again. Frickin' Renju. Oh, isn't that interesting? Shoko was in league with some mobby mob guys, and you apparently, and then Renju is also in league with the mobby mob mobbers. Seems like a connection. Like, did they really divorce? Maybe they were planning something all along.
Even though we had our first kiss seconds after meeting each other, it took a long time before I got to see him again. The first time we held hands was when we watched a horror movie together.
Hopefully he was bleeding less during that occasion. Oh, well, of course, mob doctor.
The first time I took his arm was when we went to a haunted house in an amusement park.
And yes, I literally took it. It was an accident, but I thought he was like a monster, so I cut it clean off. Oopsie!
But I wasn't the one who grabbed him.
Oh? He grabbed you? Was he the scaredy pants? Scaredy wearedy?
A zombie jumped out and scared us, and he clung onto my arm.
Aw, that's precious.
He had that cute side to him. And I was falling in love. Our second kiss was in the car.
Oh, you're just gonna go on this whole life story, huh?
It's cliche, I know. But we drove around at night, looking at all the lights. We parked our car near a warehouse and kissed.
All the lights. You know, if you turn them off, it becomes harder to see with your eyes. I just felt like I threw a pun out there. Okay.
I don't think we ever said I love you.
Warehouse, as in the fishy warehouse? The exact same. Is it? That's fishy. Wait, you don't think you ever said? Ooh. No. I guess that's not too weird. When you're just dating, you just say I like you. Love you is a big step.
But we both knew. We were getting closer and closer.
You hadn't said I love you yet. Couldn't have been that close. Well, and also you only said 3 months, right? How many times are you gonna make me press this?
I introduced him to Iris about a month after I first met him.
Aw, little baby wavy Iris.
Iris never had a father figure in her life before.
Mm-hmm.
She warmed up to him immediately and treated him like a real dad.
That's unhealthy. You probably should have waited till, you know, you'd said you'd loved him, as it were.
From then on, it was always the three of us together.
Until 2 months later, right?
We would go to the beach, to the river, the zoo, the amusement park.
Hey, all the same places. I think the beach is actually different. You said something else last time, I think, but in a river? You definitely said zoo and amusement park last time.
Going to barbecues with another person was a new experience for me and Iris.
Well, I mean, you'd been going with each other, but sure.
Everything felt so fresh. Every day was so exciting.
That's how relationships generally are at first. There's the freshness. The question is, will the relationship last when the freshness wears off? That's the test. Or, you know, maybe it never wears off if you're just, you know, spontaneous, exciting kind of people. That's kind of hard to come by, though. That, well, depends.
Oh, sorry. You asked about the picture.
That's what I've been clicking on.
He wanted to make okonomiyaki one day. He was working with the hot plate. It was ridiculous. He was trying to flip one, and it flew up in the air and landed right on my head.
And that's the picture. I understand. So she just drew it on everyone's heads. Beautiful. And you're going to leave out the part where you break up?
Iris saw the whole thing and laughed and laughed. I hadn't seen her laugh like that in a long time. I was having so much fun that I put an okonomiyaki on their heads, too.
Okonomiyaki. Are you saying that right? Whatever.
Plop, plop.
Plop, plop? That's a weird thing to say.
I added the bonito flakes and mayo and sauce.
You mean you added them for this special occasion, or were you going to add them regardless? Because if you add them just to put it on the heads, that's spicy.
At this point, there was no going back.
Oh yeah, baby.
Eggs flew, flour going everywhere. The room was not a pretty sight.
I can imagine.
After our battle, we laughed like crazy.
Sounds like a fun food fight. Sounds really wholesome. Sounds really enjoyable. But they're about to dash our dreams because she already set up the story with 3 months.
We were rolling around on the floor.
Were you laughing on the floor? You could say rolling on the floor laughing. You could say ruffling. Ellipses.
So Iris decided to draw it.
To commemorate the event, to commemorate the draw of the food fight, that it was a draw, there was no winners.
It's nostalgic. But those days didn't last.
What happened? Was it a Yakuza thing? Or did he shoot you?
6 years ago, in November, a man with a gun broke into our house.
Wait, so you're saying your boyfriend died? Was he going after your boyfriend because of Yakuza business?
Fortunately, Iris wasn't home at the time.
That is fortunate.
But my boyfriend was.
Did he die?
That's why the gunman came. He wanted to kill him.
Did he succeed?
He wanted to kill him and he would never stop.
Okay.
He pulled the trigger.
And? Did you get in the way?
I tried to protect him.
Tried.
The bullet hit me, but the police arrived.
Okay.
They were both arrested and incarcerated.
Oh, so he lived. So he's alive? Is he alive? Because your boyfriend is... Could the romance exist? Could it be real? Could Iris get her papa back?
Why was he after your boyfriend?
Before he met me, he committed some terrible crime.
What kind of crime? What if he was the original serial killer and reformed after meeting Hitomi?
I don't know the details, but it was awful. So he became a target for underworld criminals.
Well, I mean, if he's being targeted by bad guys, that means he must have only done bad things to bad guys, right? Or done to both good guys and bad guys. Or the bad guys were being hired to take him out and weren't necessarily doing it because of the bad he did to the bad guys. They could have been hired by the good guys, you know, because that's happened sometimes. Good guys hire the bad guys, you know, quote unquote, good guys, in air quotes.
I don't know exactly why, but I know that he betrayed them in some way.
Oh, a betrayal. I understand.
May I ask you something?
How about this picture? Can I ask about this picture for once?
Of course.
I had heard that incident was a random break-in gone wrong.
Apparently that's incorrect.
Oh. That's not true. I lied about it at the time because of Mizuki.
Because of Mizuki?
Mizuki is Iris's friend.
Sure.
If she found out, Iris would find out too.
Wait, I'm sorry. What does Mizuki have to do with this?
I didn't want Iris to know.
Wait, when you... I'm sorry. I'm confused. Why would Mizuki have to know? Just because you reported it to the police? Or you think reporting it to me, Date, meant the information would slip to Mizuki? No, you didn't know that we knew each other. So what does Mizuki have to do with anything? I don't know.
Know what?
That I was dating a criminal.
Oh. Oh, okay. Why is Iris's picture on stream when it seems like you don't want Mizuki to know?
He was her father figure.
Uh-huh.
Iris looked up to him. If she found out about his past...
She probably would have forgiven him. There's a drawing on the wall. Iris drew it when she was 12. Oh, it's finally over. It was a fun story, though. It was enjoyable. I liked it. But what's next in this adventure? Summarize for me.
Date, we can't spend time reminiscing.
Oh, we just spent plenty of time reminiscing.
We have to get moving.
Alright.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes, Mom, but it seems like it's possible the boyfriend's alive. Like, you tried to protect him, and then it said they were both arrested. I guess he was arrested because they had his criminal record and he was never caught. So, they both went under, but that means he could be alive. Now, usually in circumstances like that, he would have been, like, shanked in prison or something, but maybe not. What else? Oh, just Hitomi is touching her right shoulder. Yeah, that's a habit of hers. Top up, top up. No, top, no, bottom up. Gosh, top up? Marble Monday. Marble ice cream, marble chocolate, like the marble flavor chocolate ice cream?
You need more info on Ren?
Who, me? Oh, no, you mean Renju, not Renegade. I see. Okay.
I'm sorry to waste your time, but I don't have anything for you.
Well, then why'd I even come here?
I see.
Refrigerator?
You're so cold, Mama.
Why do you keep assuming this is Mama? Is it a fact joke?
Hey, I'm over here.
Can you prove it? And then, picture. Picture on the wall. Poster. There's a poster on the wall. Taxi drives her. What? Taxi drives her? That's so stupid. What is this? It looks like a poster for something. There's a poster on the wall. Oh, flyer. A flyer. Oh, that's it? Oh, don't leave me hanging. Oh, that looks like someone naked. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looks like someone's doing naked push-ups. That's what I see from my perspective. Table. Bottles on counter? Or bottles lined up on the counter? Menu? It's a menu. It has writing on the back. Alright, fine. We'll just talk to you. Why are you brushing that fish?
I find it calming.
The fish or the brushing?
Why is that?
Don't ask me.
Sup?
Well, I could use a little help down there, if you know what I mean.
I said sup, not down. It's down? What's down? Ooh.
I do not know what she means. Perhaps you should take her up on her offer.
Aiba, learn dirty jokes better if you're going to dislike them. I know what she means. No thank you.
Absolutely not.
Okay, at least Date gets it. About Renju.
You know about Renju and the Kumakura gang, right?
Vaguely.
Yeah, I know. I heard it from his own mouth right here.
Yeah.
Do they have anything to do with the talent scandal at Lemniscate?
Scandal.
Maybe now they do, since Renju is the president of Lemniscate.
Scandal? What scandal?
But even before that, Renju and the Kumakuras go way back. All the way back to high school.
What? Is that true? Did I know? Am I supposed to already know that? Maybe I'm forgetting. Because I knew Shoko was doing things for the gang. Was Shoko doing things for the gang because she got in touch with them through Renju? Maybe that is true and I just forgot. In which case, yeah, Renju's super shady. What does that have to do with this talent scandal at Lemniscate? When was that? Since when's that been a thing?
Hey, Date. Have you ever seen a dead body?
Man, when are we gonna officially meet Renju? Maybe we'll just see him dead, huh? I remember Renju saying that to me after he and I went through a bottle.
You're a policeman.
Yeah.
I don't know what department, but I assume you aren't handing out traffic tickets.
Maybe I am.
So, how about it?
I didn't answer. I turned the question around on him.
What about you?
Me? Well, yeah.
You have? Because of the talent scandal or because of the Yakuza? Oh, now that I've got a closer look at that picture. Get out of the way. I want to look at the picture. I thought there was a naked person. It doesn't look like a naked person. At least not just a naked person.
Not just one.
Ooh.
Countless bodies.
Well, if you know it's more than one, then that means you're counting to some extent. Ellipses.
When I was in high school, I had a pretty crazy job. You know the Kumakura gang?
I guess I do.
I was hooked up to one of their phone fraud scams.
Is that related at all to Shoko? Is that how you met? That'd be fucked up.
I just had to go collect the money from drop points and give it to the Kumakuras.
Was that what So was doing? Being a collector? Only for bodies instead of money? Or maybe both. Maybe he thought it was money and it was actually a body? Maybe it was money in this timeline?
It was an easy job. Eventually, I became friends with the higher-ups.
Sketchy.
They started taking me with them on jobs.
What jobs?
Any whack jobs? Not like whack jobs that you go with, but like whack jobs as in whack a person.
The target was always an elderly person from the country with no family.
Oh, that is very sketchy. Wow. And were you the one doing it? Or were you just like there as the lookout?
Elderly folk who owned a lot of land, you know?
Sketchy. And you're telling this to a cop?
They live every day in loneliness and desperation. You just have to be nice to them. That's all it takes.
And you're saying you killed them?
Guys would get to know the old people and they would set up an adoption process.
Hold on, what? Taking them on jobs. Target was always an elderly person from the country with no family. Who owned a lot of land, you know. They live every day, loneliness, desperation, you just have to be nice to them. Guys would get to know the old people and they would set up an adoption to be adopted by the guys who own the land so that you own the land? Oh, that's still sketchy, just not the kind of sketchy I thought.
After that, you just have to get them really drunk. Throw them in the tub full of hot water, and they pass. Just like that.
Oh, you are killing them. I see, I thought you were going to get them... Oh. What? So you get them to legally adopt you and then you kill them? That's fucked up.
Heart attack, brain hemorrhage, or they simply go to sleep and drown.
Yeah, you'd have to be drunk to be telling him that.
The police almost never investigated. It always looked natural, like they died of old age.
That's fucking gross.
So the adopted gang members would inherit the land.
That's so fucking gross. It makes a lot of sense, though.
Then we sell it and make massive profits.
And you're hearing all this? What are your thoughts on that, Date? You gonna arrest your buddy? Your pal? I guess you didn't.
I watched a lot of people get killed like that.
Did you do any of yourself, or are you just a lookout guy? Because, you know, that... I don't want to say it makes a big difference, but it makes a difference. At least in theory, it should make a difference. If there are morals in this world, it should make a difference.
And I've seen journalists get killed for getting too close to the truth.
That's fucked up.
So I...
You were in too deep. You were in too deep. You helped them with a few jobs when you were a kid, and then you came in too deep, and now you can't get out, and all you can do is just keep helping them, or you're gonna get whacked.
Why am I telling you all this?
You've lived a fucked up life. Is this when I took on adopting Mizuku? Mizuku. Is this when I started doing it so that I could get her into safety, like, just in case anything went bad with you, she'd have someone to look after her? Is that why that happened? And Shoko was also in deep in that stuff, it seemed. So they wanted her to be around someone who maybe was more righteous and good to keep her protected if you guys went down. That's fucked up, but I think it's starting to explain why Mizuku lives with me. Oh, that's not her name, is it? Hold on. Mizuki. Okay, I thought that was weird. Mizuku. No, that's wrong. Mizuki.
Are you going to arrest me?
Maybe he should, but he didn't. Took a sip from the glass. I didn't say anything for a while.
You didn't do it yourself, right?
You were just there. Still a crime, but yeah.
No, I was always the lookout.
Okay, that does make a difference. Were you a lookout in your wife's murder as well? Ooh.
But still... Date,
Tears fell to the corner. Unending. And he's probably telling the truth. I don't think he's lying, because if he was lying, he never would have said it in the first place. Unless he said it stupidly while drunk and tried to backpedal by saying he was the lookout. I guess that's possible. Unlikely, though, with how drunk he is. We didn't see another word until the ice in the glass had melted to nothing. Well then. And we got that from examining the picture? Or what? Summarize for me.
I don't have anything else for you.
I was asking Aiba. She's the one who normally does it, but whatever.
Sorry, I'm not much help.
No, don't worry about it.
We got an interesting flashback out of it, at least.
Can you come back again tonight?
Why?
There's a regular here who was good friends with Ren. They should be here tonight.
Well, at 3 p.m. I have to do a thing. What time is it now?
If you ask him, he might have some information for you.
Maybe. Or maybe he'd just be trying to sell me drugs.
Tonight?
Yes. I'll be waiting for you.
What time? Please don't be vague. What time? 10 p.m., midnight, 8 p.m., 2 a.m.? What time, though? Don't just say tonight. That's so vague. Oh, hiccups, map. Oh, I gotta take a drink of water because of that hiccups. Ugh. Alright, Tsujima residence. All we can do is go to the politics, man. Alright, politics, man. I got your number. It's time to fight to the death, politics.
So Tsujima is a key person of interest in this case.
And you decide to insert yourself into the passenger seat again. I guess you're just used to that now. Now that Iris did it once and you saw it and you were jealous, now you're just going to keep doing it.
Earlier, the boss cited 3 points of suspicion against him, and I agree with her assessment.
Sure.
I checked the call logs of So's phones.
So what'd you come up with?
Congressman Tsujima has one phone under his name, and a burner phone rented under a fake name.
What's the fake name?
Did you find anything interesting?
Like the fake name?
Unfortunately, no.
So we don't know, you don't even know the fake name? One phone under his name and a burner phone. But, okay, rented. But it is his? It's not like he stole it or anything, or...
Really?
But I do have something. I looked into So's secretary's phone.
Okay.
One call in particular stood out to me.
Secretary phone. That is probably more likely he'd do something sketchy not over his own phone. Which, I mean, he has a burner phone probably for sketchy things. But then there's the extra sketchy. With politicians, you always gotta have multiple levels of sketch.
Huh?
It was 1 week ago.
Okay.
From Fuchu Prison.
The prison place with the guy suspect. Aren't we still gonna? We still haven't yet to talk to him, right? We were gonna do that, right? When are we doing that?
The caller identified themselves as inmate number 89.
This guy again. The guy with the voice I recognized but couldn't place. Or was it this guy, or was it the no, it was the detective. Or both of them? I don't know.
Number 89.
20 away from the gate time. Yeah.
Yes. This is most likely the same person who called HQ.
Alright.
I know who killed Shogunadami.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's always a dashboard joke. The dash.
When you crash, the first thing you hit is the dash.
I'm glad I discovered the trend of dashboard jokes. I love them. They complete me.
Interesting.
The dash. Oh. Alright, fine. Iba. What's he in jail for? Who is number 89? What's number 89's name? What's the relationship between So and number 89? What's number 89's name? Does it matter? Who is number 89? What's he in jail for?
Murder.
Okay.
He is serving a life sentence for multiple counts.
Can you explain how many, or is it just too many to count?
He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
There's that ARC number.
6 years ago.
Okay. Relationship. What's his name? Do you know?
Unknown.
Okay. If we don't know, it's probably relevant. Alright, let's think for a second. What could make it relevant? Let's just think for a second about what could make this relevant. Seems like we're almost actually out of characters, assuming that's going to be the whole cast. Which is interesting. How far are like, assuming, I don't know, like this game may go up to like a 5th, 6th day, I don't know. Like, this feels like a game that could go for a while, but it might be a timeline jumper, so I'm not sure. Anyways, like, if number 89 is going to have a relevant name, then like, it should probably be related to one of these names. Like, maybe he's a relative of Kaname's, because Kaname doesn't, you know, have good memory. Or could be a Sagan, could be the missing link in the Sagan family. Could be the guy who, maybe it's Hitomi's boyfriend, or the guy who killed or tried to kill Hitomi's boyfriend. Hitomi's boyfriend, I think, is probably the key suspect right now. Beyond that, nothing's standing out to me, but that seems probably the most likely at the moment.
You don't know?
He is not registered in any databases.
I mean, he's got a criminal record, though.
He could be a foreigner or recent immigrant, but it would be impossible to determine from where.
So when he was arrested, he had no form of ID on him?
However, I did not detect any accent in his speech. I believe we can conclude that he grew up in Japan.
He sounded pretty English, if you ask me, but I know, English dub. Who is 89? What's the relationship between So and 89?
Unknown. You would have to ask Mr. Sejima for that information.
I'm not gonna do that. Maybe we'll ask his dreams again so we can alter fate again. Just don't have this time maybe have accidentally kill Iris again or something.
Number 89 said he knew who killed Shoko.
He did. But that may be a lie.
Maybe we should talk to him to find out. Maybe we can go into his dreams.
Does he have any connections to the Cyclops serial killings?
Unknown.
The Cyclops serial killings, is that like the name given to the old murderers? That this is maybe a copycat murder of, maybe?
In all honesty, I have no idea.
Who is number 89?
From what I can determine, he is an assassin.
Ooh. That's maybe why he had no ID on him when he was caught.
He accepts jobs from the criminal underworld for substantial rewards.
Okay, so he might not necessarily be a bad person then. I mean, okay. Like, if you kill for a living, if you don't have malicious intent when you kill, like, someone's gonna be the assassin, right? There's that mindset. Like, you're not the one. You could argue that the assassin is more of an extension of the actual killer, even a murder weapon, even. So, I can see how we could maybe get on this guy's, you know, good side. I mean, okay, what am I trying to say? Morally, how this guy may not be, he might be unmalicious enough that we could be buddy-buddy with him.
His code name is Falco.
Falco! We gotta get Fox and Wolf in here. Ooh.
Falco?
No, get Crystal. Crystal for Smash. What the heck, man. I wanted Crystal for Smash more than I wanted Wolf, and I get why Wolf came first, but like, where is she? Come on, hurry up. Make her playable.
Correct.
She would have a staff moveset, it would be awesome. Falco, does that name mean something to you? Is that like your name or something? Summary.
Number 89.
Should we visit Fuchu Prison?
I don't know, what do you think?
No, we don't have time.
Yeah, we got a hot date that we're actually gonna go on this time, right?
Call up boss. Tell her to request that number 89 be brought to Abyss.
Oh, well, okay. Maybe we'll just skip our date. We'll have a date with number 89 instead.
Roger.
Alright, now the Sejima residence. Back to the politician man.
I heard there was no body found at the cold storage warehouse.
In this timeline, you lucked out, you fucker. I mean, I lucked out because she's still alive, but you lucked out because there's no body to prove that you killed someone. Because you didn't in this timeline. Shut up!
Isn't your investigation over?
No, it's still it's alternate reality murder. You are hereby under arrest for the alternate reality murder. Imagine if that was a legit like crime. Like, yeah, in another timeline when, you know, she slapped you instead of kicked you that one time when you were kids, you ended up growing up and killed her instead because she slapped you instead of kicked you. Because when she kicked you, that showed you she was aggressive, which ultimately meant in the future you were too scared to actually kill her because of the kick. Whereas with whereas with the slap, you thought of her as not aggressive, which led you to killing her. So you're charged with the alternate reality murder of... If that was the case, there'd be way too many people in prison. Pond.
Iba, look. A merman.
That's called a reflection.
So is a wealthy politician.
Oh! So, again, I didn't realize you were talking about someone's name. I gotta get on this. So is a wealthy... Yes, you're right.
It is no surprise to me that he has a merman.
The joke is that he was looking at his reflection. There's no... They're not... Mer people aren't real, Iba. Mer people aren't real. Ellipses.
Wait, a merman?
Yeah, that awkward joke when the AI doesn't get your joke. The awkward moment when the AI doesn't get your joke.
Oh, hey everybody. I'm a merman.
What? I heard a strange voice just now. Could it be? What? A pond. Huh? What? Who is that? Where? From where? Who? Behind one of the rocks? A garden stone? A garden stone? Where the fuck is he? Where's the merman? Where's the faker merman? More like a landman. A garden stone. There's a big green mochi. Actually, now that I look closer, it's just a bush. A spherical bush. Anything behind the toffee? Not a mochi. Mochi. Tree. Hiding behind the tree. Hiding behind the mansion. Of course, there's plenty of space to hide in or behind the mansion. He sounded far away. The Sejima residence. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else he could be hiding behind? The stones? The pebbles? A big rock? Wait, what is this? The lantern! He's in the lantern! Garden lantern.
Speaking of gardens, what kind do you prefer?
The Gardens of Eden. I'm just about to watch the Liar Game movie. I'm very interested where it diverged from the manga, and I'm also interested how different the Korean drama is, but I do enjoy it, despite the fact that I can tell, like, yeah, things wouldn't work this way in the manga, probably, but I enjoy it nonetheless for what it is.
I like a well-manicured lawn.
Ellipses.
But some bushes aren't bad either.
Oh, we're making sexual jokes. How did I miss that? How did I miss the sexual jokes? I must be punished. I must be punished for my failure to catch up with the game's sexual jokes. I don't know how to punish myself. How about I'll drink the rest of my water and not have any more to drink? There, I did it. Now if I have hiccups or I get thirsty, I'll be in an awkward position. That's my punishment. Also, I may have to pee prematurely. Triple layered punishment. Ellipses.
I mean, what?
I mean, what? Nice save, Date. I fucking love Date. Oh my god, he's great. Alright, so. About Iris, why'd you call Shoko? 89?
Number 89? Who is that?
Maybe you know them by their real name.
An inmate at Fuchu prison.
Maybe you know them by Falco.
He used to go by Falco. He was an assassin.
Did you ever hire him? Oh, I bet he did. That's what the what was going on. That's what the what was.
Odd, finding such a person in Japan.
Assassins exist everywhere. Maybe they're less common in Japan, but I'm sure they still exist.
What about him?
About a week ago, he called your secretary.
I don't know anything about that.
Oh, he called your secretary, not your secretary called him? That is important information. He called your secretary to what? To say the job was done? Is that why he called? Maybe he killed Shoko, but he was ordered to by someone else. Also, you're a liar, pants. I don't believe you. Are you gonna pass the blame? Are you gonna pass the buck and let your secretary go down for ordering of a murder? What do you call that? What's the charge? Just murder, right? If you order an assassin to kill someone and that's proven in a court of law, I think you just go down for murder. Simple as that. I'm pretty sure there's no special differential charge.
He was probably calling for a pardon or some such nonsense.
I guess politicians potentially have that leverage if they have enough sway.
My secretary probably decided it wasn't worth my attention.
Nice excuse. I will admit, you're pretty fast on your feet when it comes to excuses. I gotta respect that in a way, but also, you're a dirty dirtbag. Let's continue.
If you need information, you can ask her.
Maybe I will.
I can't help you.
You mean you won't? Not that you can't. I'm sure you can. How about that as a great politician motto? My name is Sosajima, and I can't help you. I mean, sorry, I can, but I won't. Wouldn't that just be... That'd be the most accurate motto for a politician ever, right? I can't help you. Sorry, I can, but I won't. Maybe... I think I might actually vote for a politician if they said that. At least they're being honest. Anyways, why are we at the warehouse?
I told you I will not answer that question.
You will, but you can't. I mean, wait. It doesn't work that way. You can, but you won't. You can't do it the other way around. You will, but you can't. That doesn't work.
And why not?
Because he's pleading the fifth. He did a crime, and he doesn't want to admit it. But because I guess Japanese laws are a bit different, it's not quite the same thing.
We didn't find anything there. There's nothing to hide.
I mean, even though we've accused him of something. Ellipses.
It appears that he will not respond.
Date will remember this. Why'd you call Shoko about Iris? About Iris.
How many times do I have to tell you?
How many times do I have to ask you?
I don't know that girl.
Prove it!
I've never seen her before.
Date.
The thermal readings...
I knew he was lying.
Okay. So we still have yet to see the bottom in the bottom... The button in the bottom right corner of the screen. I bet that's a time jump button. That's what I'm starting to think. Like, eventually we're going to get the ability to jump between world lines, and that's what that button will do. That's my theory right now.
This proves it.
And what exactly did he say? I've never seen her before. Oh, that's what caused him the irritation. Interesting. Also, he brought up the girl of his own volition. Date didn't even bring up the girl. What do you have to hide? There's nothing to hide. I don't know that girl. He brought it up of his own volition, which shows doubly that he definitely knows her and he's hiding something.
I am having difficulty determining his motive for lying.
If he knows Falco, and if Falco is either the kill-e or kill-er in the case with Iris's mom, that would show some sort of connection to Iris, maybe.
After all, Iris was not killed.
In this timeline, you're just assuming everyone's working on our wavelength. If timeline jumping is possible, maybe there are other people that already know about it and know how to control it. Maybe. Although we're assuming we timeline jumped with the sync powers, that would mean whoever did it has to be part of the synchner. There's supposed to be other synchers, right? More than just me? I'd like to meet these other synchers.
Maybe he's got a secret with her he doesn't want us knowing. What are you hiding so?
Why'd you call Shoko?
You are beginning to irritate me.
Really? Because you started irritating me a long time ago. Catch up, man. I'm way ahead of you.
What did you want to talk to her about?
What did you talk to her about? How about that? Oh, no. Wait, no, she didn't answer. That's right. She was dead.
What is the private matter you mentioned? What is your relationship with her?
Relationship.
Giggity.
I'll answer your questions when you present a warrant.
No, you and your fucking warrants.
Haven't you people got enough?
People? Isn't it just me? What do you mean people? Oh, you mean people in general because you were there and you saw Boss and Pewter?
I'm very busy. Excuse me.
Why'd you fart? I wouldn't be surprised. Seems like you're farting all the time. Farting with your words. That'd be more of a burp. Oopsies.
Oh, actually, I do have one more thing to tell you.
Yeah, what's that, you fucker?
To be honest, Kaname Date, I don't like you.
Really? Just now? I've not liked you for a while.
I don't ever want to see you again.
You know, I don't really want to see you again either. That's why it took so long coming here. But guess what? I have a criminal investigation to do. So I'm going to get your fucking warrant, and I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to kick you in the goddamn penis.
So I suggest that you don't show your face here anymore.
Aha! Loophole! I'll just show my Aiba here. She'll come, and she'll arrest you.
It's what's best for both of us. Understand?
Are you threatening me, you fucker? Are you gonna sick your Falco assassin on me? I'll fuck you up, you piece of shit. Date can fight. I saw it. He'll kick your ass. Just kill him, Date. Just kill him. Just kill him. You already know about shady crimes like with your friend Renju. You're desensitized. Fucking kill the fucker. Nobody'll know. Ah, that's a bad idea. I mean, unless you have a plan. So walked away sternly.
Who does this guy think he is?
A politician. What else?
Date, your blood pressure is skyrocketing.
Obviously.
Any higher could kill you.
Ooh, that sounds bad. I don't know if I've ever heard of someone dying from high blood pressure. Wait. Maybe I have, but usually there's signs of it in advance. Like, it doesn't just happen out of nowhere.
Relax, Date. We still have much to do.
I know.
Alright, what else? Are we dating Iris yet? Are we seeing number 89? What's next on our to-do list? After all, we're out of items in the map. Oh, no Iris date yet. What time is it? I'm going to keep track of the time now. Is it 3 o'clock? Are we skipping our date? Are we skipping our date? We better not be skipping our date. I like Iris. Don't you bail on Iris again. What do we got? 2:49. You better make this quick, fucking Date. You better make this quick. You better be there at 2:59. No later than 2:59. If you're there any later than 2:59, Date, I'm going to kick your ass. I return to Abyss HQ with Aiba. I need to talk to the boss. 2:49. You kidding me? You should have went straight there. You know, there's not enough time. You gotta priorities, man. You gotta satisfy the female gender, then solve the cases that relate to killing people of the female gender. What? It's a promise. You promised her, and you gypped her on the promise, and especially because it seemed like she maybe died. So this is like a nice gesture to someone who maybe died. So hopefully, if you do that, it means it's a good. Maybe that means they won't die in the future. You know, if you fuck them a little, I don't know. Or maybe that means they will die, because once they're no longer a virgin, that's their sentence to death. They get to stay alive as long as they have their virginity. As I entered the room, the boss smiled like she was waiting for me.
I took care of what you asked for.
So this is when we bang? What? No, sorry. Wrong thing. Wrong taken care of.
Number 89?
He's here.
To my left.
In the interrogation room.
Oh.
I'm on it.
I'm on that bitch. Let's go. Jump on it. Sexual jokes.
You'll go without me this time. I have some errands to run.
Yeah, me too. I have a date, but I guess who cares, right?
One of the higher-ups needs me.
Sexually? Sorry. Not everything's sexual. Only most things.
I'll have Pewter go to the interrogation with you.
Oh, maybe that will be sexual.
Understood.
Dante Pewter fanfiction when? Pewter, it does seem like Pewter's gay, so... Or at least he enjoys gay fanfiction. What do you look like? Show me your face, you fucker. Are you the guy from the dream? You have the black hair to match. Are you the guy from the dream? That's what he looks like, yeah. That's what he looks like. He was the shooter. Who was the shootee? Where's the shootee? Were you hired? Don't smile, you fucker. You know me? Do you know me?
Let's get started.
Ooh. Were you hired? Were you hired to go after Hitomi's boyfriend? Who hired you? And it said you failed, right? You were both arrested. Where is he now? Where is he now? Am I he? Am I the he? Are you the he? It said the boyfriend had black hair. You also have black hair. Suspicious. I know it's just a color of hair, and you know, the black, you know, you could have multiple, but you know, in a world where they go out of the way to be like, people have pink hair and blue hair, there's a lot of hair colors, it's suspicious when the two hair colors match. Number 89. But also the desk! Desk in the middle of the room. Theater? Camera! A camera used for interrogation. Aiba probably is just going to record the whole thing anyways. Surveillance camera A! It's not as funny when we don't make a Monokuma joke. Oh, mirror! This room is reflected in the mirror. Oh, wait, isn't Peter supposed to be here? Where are you, Peter? No? I guess you're out of range. Alright then. Stop looking so smug, you piece of shit. How many people have you killed? Where are you from? Why'd you kill Sosajima's... Wait, why did you kill... Why did you kill Sosajima's secretary? She's dead now. What's your name? Who cares how many people he's killed? I think that's pretty irrelevant. Where are you from? Japan, right? Why'd you call Sosajima... Let's start with it. Why'd you call Sosajima's secretary? You know what? Let's be polite. What's your name? What should I call you?
Number 89.
That's your name?
Your real name.
I don't know, I forgot.
You forgot? You also have amnesia? Is that your story? Likely story. Wow, okay. Doesn't mince words.
Oh, you know about that.
Yeah, I do. I know a lot of things. A lot of things that maybe you don't know. But you probably know a lot of things that I don't know, so I guess we're even. We're even, Steven.
It's true. I called Sajima's secretary.
And what'd you do?
I got him on the line and I told him something very important.
You told the secretary. The secretary's a him! This is important information. I just assumed it was a girl, because, you know, stereotyping.
You spoke with him directly?
The secretary or the Tsujima?
Yeah.
Okay, that means Tsujima possibly lied. What did you tell him? What did you tell him?
I told him to call somebody.
You told him to call Shoko? This was all part of your fucking plan, wasn't it?
Somebody.
But you were hired, right? You're an assassin. You wouldn't do anything on your own, usually. Who hired you then? Where does this all link back to? Once this whole list is filled in, once every character is in our profiles, updated, number 89. We have a face now? Unknown, sex male, early 30s, unknown. Profession, assassin. We know that part. Mysterious inmate, currently serving a life sentence. We do know that he's like an assassin, so, unless that's a lie. Once this is all filled in, I'm going to make a guess about who I think the mastermind is. Because I'm assuming it's going to be somebody listed here. I could be wrong, but I would assume so. So once this is fully filled in, I'll make my guess. I'll stake my claim. Ellipses. What are we talking about again? You're right, you called him Shoko.
I can't tell you anymore.
You can't or you won't. Were you paid not to tell anymore? And what's with that deal you were trying to make about saying you know who killed Shoko? Assuming you're being paid to act this way, that means whoever paid you wants us to know something about Shoko. But that means the plan is continuing, it's ongoing, it's not over yet. Where are you from?
Djibouti.
Djibouti? Djibouti? I'll smack your booty! Ooh.
Northeast Africa, a small republic of roughly 900,000.
Really? I mean, he looks Japanese to me, but I don't know. I mean, he looks anime Japanese, so...
I don't take kindly to stupid lies.
Okay, is it true? He's supposed to look anime Japanese? How many people have you killed?
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that's why I didn't bother asking the question until now. I thought it was pointless. I doubt he would have remembered, and even if he did remember, that would say something about his character. That's true. Maybe he's killed 89 people.
It's not like I'm counting.
Yeah, not surprised. About Shoko's murder.
All right. Let's get back to the topic at hand. 2 days ago, you called our investigation office.
Yeah.
You said you know who killed Shoko Nadami.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
Yeah?
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty.
Let me guess, I gotta get your plea bargain first?
We haven't agreed on a deal.
I'm conflicted. I think letting him out isn't that bad if he's an assassin, because there's always more assassins, right? That's the twisted logic. If they don't get him, they'll get someone else. Maybe he's good at what he does, but if they don't get him, then they'll let someone else. But at the same time, he seems shady as fark. And the fact that he called out of the blue, this seems like too much of a setup. Like, if he really knew who killed Shoko, and this was all part of some big mastermind plan, then maybe they're letting you out in an attempt to get you to kill someone. But that means somebody maybe killed... Okay, hold on. Here's a thought. Someone killed Shoko. Whoever killed Shoko is the one who's orchestrating this now and getting Falco out because they want Falco to kill someone else. But maybe they killed Shoko and they didn't mean to. It wasn't premeditated. Or, I mean, but then there's the whole serial killer thing. It's hard to say, but this feels like a big setup. Normally, I think letting a serial killer out, it wouldn't be, he's not a serial killer, he's an assassin. Difference. Wouldn't be as bad as, say, letting a serial killer out. For example, assassin's not as bad as a serial killer, but I think something's going on.
You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
Nah, tricky.
Yes, I promise.
Really? Can he just say that? Just like that? What? Does he have the authority?
You're lying.
Let me guess, you want to get a written signature and approval and everything?
You don't want to release me.
No, of course he doesn't. He wants to ask you questions about his dream. Ellipses. Ellipses. Ellipses.
That's fine. I was expecting this anyway.
Okay, so what's your thoughts?
I just wanted a good excuse to leave the prison.
What, are you planning to escape on your own now that you're out of the prison? You don't even want the plea bargain?
What do you mean?
You really want to know?
You're gonna escape? Or is someone gonna die in the prison, or... What are you gonna do, you fucker? Come at me, bring it on. He knows Kung Fu, he's strong. Then again, if you have like a gun, you know, you don't take fists to a gun battle, you know. Is this when Iba's self-destruct comes in handy? 41205.
Here's what I mean!
Oh, fuck. Oh, the whole time with the handcuffs, you've been breaking them under the thing? Oh, fuck! Pewter, save me! Oh, Pewter, you're failing! Pewter, you're not doing your job! Pewter, are you in on this?
You'll make a good hostage for me.
Oh, fuck.
Take me to the exit. Now.
Well, things just escalated. So that was the plan. I guess he's still gonna do a killing. He just doesn't actually need to be properly let out. That is sketchy as heck. That's sketchy as heck. Also, 4:06 p.m., you missed your date with Iris. For shame.
Oh, darn.
Also, what happened to, hostage? If you're the hostage, then why are you here again? Doesn't look like he's here. How long was I out cold for? Also, he didn't kill me. He had the gun, so he could have killed me, but chose not to. Either because there's no profit, he only kills for money, never for pleasure. Or maybe he doesn't want to kill unless he thinks he can get profit. Or there's a special reason for why he would leave Date alive, maybe. Maybe.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know, is he?
A criminal serving a life sentence just escaped from Metro Police.
Yeah, if Boss was there, maybe she could have done something about it. No, she probably would have resisted and maybe got shot. I think we're lucky we had a coward.
I ordered everyone to keep quiet about this, but it's only a matter of time before the press sniffs this out.
So what's the strategy? What's the battle plan? What are we doing? What do we know?
We need to get number 89 back before then.
Okay. Let's start with the obvious. My lover Mario. Boss friend Mario.
I want to go to Susukino.
Always the words of wisdom. So how did it feel being a hostage? Where's my gun? How did he get away? Where's my gun?
Number 89 still has it.
Rip my gun.
But don't worry.
Why shouldn't I worry? What, do you have a replacement that's even better with new fancy technology?
I have a spare.
It's probably a shit gun, right?
I'll give it to you later.
Later? But I want my gun now. How'd he get away?
He punched out an officer and stole his clothes.
And pretended to be a cop? Does he do pretending often?
He put on the uniform and brought me with him at gunpoint.
Nasty.
Well, he had the gun in his pocket, hiding it.
Okay.
No one on the floor even knew this was happening.
Well, I mean, Date was on the floor, knocked out, but he was on the floor, so yeah, puns.
He got on the elevator and made it to the ground floor.
Okay.
He even stole my security card.
The nerve of him. I mean, stealing a gun's not that bad, but a security card? God, what a jerk.
He said he'd kill me if I tried anything.
I believe you. I believe that you're a coward, and it's probably a good thing you're a coward. If it was Boss in that situation, she would have resisted and he might have killed her. So I am glad it was you instead.
I suppose the whole escape took him about 5 minutes.
Granted, if it was Boss in that position, she may have stopped him. That possibility, that scenario exists. But to me, he seems good enough that he wouldn't have let that happen. So, yeah.
He must have planned this.
Definitely. He maybe expected me to call him up. Did he expect me personally? Does he know me? Amnesia.
You're rather calm about all this.
I'm coming down from being terrified for my life. I'm in a bit of a fugue state right now.
Fugue? That's a fancy word I'm not used to. Where is he?
How would I know?
I mean, you were the last one to see him, at least among us.
After he got to the exit, he let me go.
How nice of him! He let you go, too. Interesting. Either that means maybe he wanted you to tell us this, to give us a lead, because he wants Date to follow him. I think he has some weird connection to Date. And, you know, before the memory loss, if Date knew something about something, maybe. Here's a thought. What if Date was like a hardcore criminal before the memory loss? But maybe did some good act of goodness and Boss saw it. And so after the memory loss, Boss convinced him that he was actually a cop all along, try to help him redeem himself even without him knowing. I think that's a possible thing. I could see that being a thing. I was a bad guy, but did some slight act of redemption, and Boss was privy to it. Maybe the act of redemption was related to Iris. That seems like the kind of thing where he could have been frickin' the boyfriend, the temporary boyfriend. No, the age is weird. I mean, it's a little weird. 6 years ago, Date would have been 24. It's not too weird. How old? Because Iris's mom is what, 36, 7, 7. So it would have been a 31-year-old and a 24-year-old. Not as weird as me and Iris now. So, and maybe if he like dyed his hair and took on a new look because maybe he's a criminal guy who's doing criminal things, maybe it was him. And if he still lived, then yeah. Or maybe. Ongoing thought. Which means Iris would have thought of me as her daddy, which makes a, sexual relationship with her weird. Weirder than it already was in theory, and that also makes a sexual relationship with Hitomi less weird, but I like Iris. At least I, Renegade, can have her as my waifu. What?
I didn't see where he went. I collapsed right there.
Coward. Peter is standing calmly. Alright, back to you, boss. Oh, Aiba's not around right now? Tanuki? It's Tanuki that asked you. Oh, nothing fancy. Apologize. I'd say I should apologize because I'm the one who called him. Yeah.
Boss, it's my fault he got away.
I'd say so. You should have been going on your date with Iris anyways.
I'm sorry.
Don't waste time apologizing.
I bet if I didn't apologize, you'd be like, apologize, you fucker. Yeah.
Go catch him.
Okay.
I'm the one who has to go on an apology tour now.
I mean, yeah. Sorry. Sorry about you having to be sorry.
You really messed up this time.
And I just apologized, though. Ugh. I thought it was Pewter's fault.
Date, I know you are already aware of this, but there are security cameras all over this compound.
What's the... Okay, and?
I checked all of them.
And?
Number 89 fled in a car that was waiting for him.
Okay.
So he had an accomplice.
Yeah, this was all planned. Not surprised. Was that the person who really killed Shoko? Because it seemed like Shoko couldn't have been killed by him if he was still in prison. Or maybe multiple assassins? Because like if someone's hiring an assassin, then maybe they hired another assassin to kill Shoko, but that seems complicated. You could probably do it with just one assassin? Hard to say.
Yes.
Did he have an accomplice, or was he the accomplice? I know that's, maybe semantics, but...
Did you see who was driving?
I did.
Oh, you did? Oh, this is news. This is big.
Who was it?
You and I know him well.
If you say fucking Renju, oh my god.
Renju?
Wow, Renju. He's getting shadier by the minute. What the farts? I told Boss and Pewter what Aiba revealed to me.
Renju?
Seems like it.
Why?
I guess it's either he's a baddie bad and really involved in this, or he really is just in too deep. Which means, but who is he in deep with? That's the question. Is he also being paid off by whoever hired the assassin? Ellipses. Who's calling me now? Iris? Our date?
Date, Moma is calling.
Oh, okay, fine. Is it a Yakuza business? I don't care about Yakuza business, I care about Iris, who I'm supposed to show to him, actually.
Moma? From the Kumakuras?
Are they involved? Everything's probably involved.
I'll connect him.
Hey, Date.
Yeah?
I just got the word.
What word? The bird's the word?
Renju's been seen.
I know.
What? Where?
Oh, no, I mean, I was saying I know, because Aiba saw him. But where did you see him? Yeah, that matters. That's important.
Hey, don't forget our deal.
Yeah, you get to meet Iris. You get to meet Aset. So far, she's still alive. Maybe when I bring her on the date, I'll bring her to the Yakuzas. That'd be, steamy? I almost made a sexual joke, and then I failed halfway.
Deal?
Yeah, you probably forgot all about it in your hip hopping. I think I'm gonna stop here actually. I will see you guys around in the next one. This is a very intense. Oh, I should probably save first though. That's right. Should not forget to save. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Still don't have an outro phrase. This is getting intense and spicy. Next stream is gonna be a big doozy.